Hi, my name's Trent Gardner with ListTrac. We've been around for about 3 years, and ListTrac, the idea behind ListTrac is to provide a single dashboard for wherever your listing content is viewed online. It's inclusive of the MLS system, any collaboration tools, safe search emails, consumer site, national portals, and then all the IDX sites. We want to put that into one dashboard that allows agents, office managers, brokers, and MLS execs to see where their listings are being viewed and how consumers are interacting with it. This is the implementation overview page. It walks through to a vendor how ListTrac is to be implemented. It's straightforward, and we can give any vendor access to this page. They can test it. There's a test harness at the bottom so they can implement it. It keeps track of when the listing is viewed, when it's shared, when it's saved as a favorite, what photos are viewed, when they fill out the lead information, etc. Here at the top, we identify which activities we monitor. So when a listing is viewed, when a lead is generated, if it's shared on social media, if it's tagged as a favorite, the virtual tour is viewed, image gallery viewed, there's a click through to the broker site, driving directions, and the listings printed. This is extensible, so if there's additional events you want to monitor, we can very easily add those to the list. The way it's implemented is it's a little bit of script, JavaScript, much in line with how Google Analytics is implemented. This line of script right here tells us what event happened, the MLS number, and the zip code. And from those three items, we assign it to the correct MLS system. The other parameters, this agent ID is used for the lead event, and it identifies whether the lead went to the listing agent or it went somewhere else. And then these two parameters are used for the MLS system. So you can see who logged in. Was it another agent or broker viewing your listing, or a consumer through a safe search email, and then which report they viewed. So I'm going to go from here, and I'm going to jump over to a dashboard. So the dashboard, we have different roles for the dashboard: agent, office manager, broker, and MLS exec. If you're an agent, you only see the listings where you're the listing agent or the co-listing agent. If you're an office manager, you see all of your agents. I'm logged in as an example of an office manager where they could drill into any one of their agents listed here. If you're a broker, this is all offices, and you can drill into the office, and then you can drill into individual agents from there. Each one of these graphs can be looked at the day, the week, or the month. The day being the last 24 hours, the week being the past 7 days, and the month being the last 30 days. We are adding a fourth one in the next near future, which is going to be the date range. So you can put in a date range. We have different branding. So you can brand it, with a logo and your color scheme for the MLS. We also can do broker level branding. So, the broker could brand it as well. We have different groupings here. So I'm actually going to jump over to a different, this is an MLS view for Lexington Bluegrass MLS. And so what we do is we group it by MLS assets, IDX sites, and portals. And so under the MLS assets for these guys, they have their Rapatoni implementation and they have their consumer site. Under the IDX, you have all your vendors, market leaders, Zerpal, etc., that have implemented ListTrac. We are adding functionality in the near future because we have the individual sites that you could look at, like TrentGardnerAgent.com, etc. And so we're looking for a meaningful way to present some of that data without overwhelming the user with so many sites. And then finally the portals. This MLS has Zillow Group and Trulia. We've also have implementations in other MLSs for Realtor. I'll show you right here. I'll jump over to West Penn, with actually Northeast Ohio. Realtor, Zillow, Homes.com. So we do have that capability as well. So can also expand all and compare everything side by side. So you have Zillow Group, their Rapatoni consumer site, and then a whole bunch of different IDX sites. The light orange here represents views, and the dark represents uniques. So if I log in, I'm one unique person. I look at 10 listings. That's 10 different views, but only one unique. This information over here actually shows where people are located that are looking at your listing. So, you can drill in and see different areas where people are looking. You can see people are looking in, looks like North Carolina, up in the Cleveland area. You can drill in closer and see where the people are located that are looking at your listings. You can also flip here and look at it by zip code, so you can see Georgetown, Kentucky, the zip code, and the different places where the most people are looking at your listing. These are inquiries, so again, we group up by the different things. You can also look side by side. So you have Zillow Group, you have Rapatoni, you have Trulia, consumer site, etc. Duration is how long on average they spend on the listing detail page. So you can see which sites which listing detail pages are the most interactive and keep the consumer. These are trends you can see for different vendors. The trends. You can remove vendors and different things that you can see. The next one is saved listings. You can also see shares, inventory, where they're located, and then you can also see which reports inside the MLS are being viewed. The agent here means that it's other agents viewing the report, and this consumer here, or this client here, means that this is where consumers are viewing the listing detail report. So this is an MLS exec view. I'm going to now jump over to an MLS or a broker or office manager view, and the summary is the same, except now that the the metrics are limited to this person's office. One thing we do add here is the ability to drill into individual listings. So you could click here and drill into an individual listing. And so we're drilling into 607 Rocky Mountain Way. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet MLS number, and it's priced at this level. This right here gives you a summary of views, inquiries, shares, average duration. This first graph here shows you by site, how your listing is doing. So this is their collaboration site inside the MLS system. This is their consumer site, and you can go down the way. The purple represents this listing, and the orange represents similar homes in the area. so you can get an idea of how your listing is comparing to similar homes. The similar homes formula is set by the MLS system, so you can tell us, how you define in your area, say Fresno, what a similar home is, and we can, that's configurable. The reason why this down here is looks like this listing is not syndicated on Zillow, but similar homes are. This one shows trends. This red line here means that there was a price change on June 5th, and you can see how the price change affected the online viewership. Here's similar homes, so you get your subject property, and then again, you can see how similar homes are doing. This has been used so that as agents need to, maybe, you're not getting any views and others are, maybe we need to update the pictures, we need to update the price, or, what's going on as to why, the online viewership. Inquiries, shares, and then duration. And then this information can be shared out with the seller, and you just put in the seller name, information. You can put in a CC address, who they reply to, make sure you're CC'd. You can customize what's being said, and then you can schedule it. So you can schedule it you don't have to schedule it, but if you want to send one immediately, you can do that, or you can send it every Monday. We are adding the ability to be able to send it every Monday or every other week, so every 2 weeks. So once that is set up, then this is what the report looks like. This is the unbranded version. We are adding a brandable seller's report. So you can look at, this is your home. These are similar homes for sale in the area, again, based on how you define a similar home. Recent sales, again, based on the similar home. And then the online activity, and, the seller can see, this information. We are probably going to change this, and we're going to group all the IDX sites together and just call it local real estate sites. Something a little bit more meaningful to the consumer, because they won't know what Market Leader or HomeSpot or etc. is. So that's the seller's report. We also have this My Report section provides a full archive. If you sent out any seller's reports, they would be here, and you could see, it keeps just an archive record of it. We also have this My Listings. What this My Listings, I'm on a demo site, so it might take a second, but just some more functionality around, how to market your listing, and it looks like it's going to open up right now. Like I said, we have ways to get realtor data. We have an agreement with Zillow. We have homes.com. So we can, do a good job of getting, as many metrics as we can. The way it's implemented is, a lot of vendors have already implemented. I think if you look at, and see all these vendors, we have about 100 vendors that have implemented. So a lot of times it's just a matter of you emailing and say, please turn it on for my MLS system. If they have not implemented, we load them into a list here. They find themselves in the list. Say it's Boston Logic, and they register. And once they register, it takes them to this implementation page, which again walks them through exactly how it's implemented. So this is, so in 95% of the cases, they have no question. But if they do, they can reach out to support@listtrac.com. So that's kind of an overview of the ListTrac functionality. There's some other pieces to it. If you have any specific questions, you can reach out to me directly. Thank you.